Dan il-programm huwa adattat għal kull età.
Flip the Venue is proudly brought to you by Alberta and Diz Group. Flip the Venue would like to thank Alfie's Hair Salon for Sarah's hair and makeup, Elizabeth Frankie, Diz Group for Sarah's clothes, and Vortex for Bjorn and Damien's clothes.
Welcome to the best of Flip the Venue. So the last episode you saw us cheering with champagne. All the team came in. I've got Bjorn with me today. Only soli, no flips today, but we're going to discuss a little bit the best flips. You must be thinking, why is she talking in English? There's no Edgar. No, but Edgar is following us. Mylene. We had a team of international people. So we thought it is best to conclude with the best of in the English language so that everybody can follow and appreciate the hard work of this series.
A lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work. But I think it was worth it.
Yes, worth every minute.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was nice to show the public, in my opinion, what can be done different in a venue, what should be done when you're preparing. Fashion tips, which I learned a lot about.
And from the feedback we had from the people, it's amazing.
Incredible. Thank you very much to everyone who has followed us. I really want to say this. I am lucky to get stopped now in the road sometimes. I follow your program. Thank you for giving me that advice. And that is the happiest thing somebody can get as a team after the hard work. So thank you for all of you who have followed us on our socials, at home with the repeats, the whole works. And our sponsors who were obviously crucial. You and Damien I've given up on, he's too busy, he doesn't come, but we are still obviously very thankful to him and his team.
I had the main part of it.
Yes, we wouldn't have done any of these flips
things, wouldn't have done it
without Damien, for sure. So, very quickly, Bjorn, let's quickly run through this series. We started with a bang. Venue in Valletta, civil ceremony with the mirror aisle. I think, although the flowers came out perfect in the reflection, everybody remembers that mirror aisle.
Very nice.
That venue, I think, showed that from a bistro they can have a stunning civil ceremony in their downstairs. Nobody imagined. How can it be?
People are looking for these new places, for these different places. So
it's very important. And that remains one of my favorites, maybe because it was the opening. We're so excited. So I keep saying a lot of favorite episodes. I don't know.
I think I have a lot of more favorites.
More favorites. Our second episode took us to a gorgeous palazzo. And this was a lovely...
Very original.
Yes, very nice wedding setup with that huge table.
Very nice it was.
It was very nice as well. Around the fountains, that palazzo, those fountains, I don't know.
Especially when it was getting dark on but
Yes, it looked magical, and those crystals you
everything
hung.
looked magical in the palace, so I lost what you imagine. It was more enhancing than
Yes, it's true. And Damien with those big tables, they were stunning, stunning, very, very, very nice. That was something very original, so we decided to put people around the fountain rather than on separate tables, which is a very original and new concept to have 30 people around the table. And then we went to a garden villa with a girl's 11th birthday party. Totally out of the box, a party for a child. A lot of people told me, I didn't know you can set up a party for a child. It's the same concept, event planning. You can do an engagement, a confirmation, a baptism, a wedding, a party. Actually, you know, Bjorn, what I always tell people is the hardest is always a wedding because there's a lot of emotion going on. Birthday parties are easier. But what a birthday party, what a lucky 11-year-old. Over 2,500 balloons, flowers, teepee tent. Dikit teepee tent. That teepee tent was incredible. The low concept of dining for the children on the lawn with the cushions. You asked for it, you got it. That's what the mother told the child. And it was a very successful party.
Yes, much better. All right. Mela, lestejna. Ħanaraw li kollox perfett l-aħħar darba, ħarsu lejla l-loċ u nuħdu l-ħin. Mela, teepee tent, għandna l-puffs ġewwa, kollox lesti l-welcome sign ressaqnija, bżiżaq lesti, it-table plan iċċekkjajnija darba darbtej, l-ismijiet kollem, kulħadd għandu kollox. L-ikel għadu kif ħareġ, qed jarmaw bieħu l-ħelu ġifieri lesti mill-ikel ukoll, ix-xorb lest ukoll. Naħseb Majlin, we are done. Yes, we did it. Mela, l-aħħar ħaġa Majlin, we need to check the cart, it's done as well, everything in the same color scheme, and the time is, mela l-ħin huwa sija u 41 minuta, mela lestejna qabel it-3 sigħat u morna tajjeb, kuntenta.
Our fourth episode took us to the rooftop of one of the nicest venues on the island, overlooking the Grand Harbour. And we organized a fairy tale dinner, which was magical.
With a lot of fairy lights,
Candles. And that big...
250 candles in the middle of the table.
How many?
I think 250 we had.
Yes, I think we're 250. I remember me and you going around in the end.
It was a bit windy, we
It
have
was
to
a bit
put all the
windy, we were
time.
checking all the candles again. That was lovely. It was lovely. The fact that we elevated it so it gave them the privacy of the long, big terrace and making it intimate. That was the take home from that one. So, we then on our fifth episode did a birthday party for a 1-year-old, the blue team, the Uchija. Important to remind people that a 1-year-old will never remember his party, so it's more of an adult party than a child's party. But those balloons, the clouds, that candy, you stealing the candy. I remember, I caught you stealing the candy.
Dak il-ħelu, Madonna battek, tisraq l-ħelu, dak mhux għalik.
That was a very nice episode too, the whites, the blues, the silvers.
It was one of the movies that did a hit as well, I think.
Yes.
Because people were asking a lot about it.
Yes, it's true. Because people realized that you can actually do something a little bit more elaborate for a 1-year-old's party, which again, I repeat, is more for the adults.
This year, like after like 2 years, no one doing parties.
Yes,
like
everybody wants
everyone
a party.
exploded with parties.
So you see, Flip the Venue came at the right time. We gave you a lot of ideas.
Għala kienet jaħdem, jikol, u jina d-dija naħdem. Insa tkun sejjerek ma tamel xej.
Ġorda pojta għattijħor, ja?
U biex bej sejjerek. ċajna jiqfu għal coffee break, għal sandwich naħdmu, xogħolhom xogħol. Yeah, girls, let's finish.
Today I'm looking forward for the next flip. It's going to be better, it's going to be bigger. It's always different, so always looking forward.
Xaġa memorabli, jibqa' jiftakar speċjalment jekk il-karriera tiegħu skont ħajażel minn dawk l-affarijiet li nużaw fil-quċċija.
U lesti, qed naħli l-ħin. Satej u 17 minuta. U waqqaftu. Satej u 17 minuta. Our 6th episode took us once again to that stunning rooftop venue overlooking the Grand Harbour, but this time with a magical civil ceremony. Elevated, the pinks, the sheer.
It was very nice.
And those chairs, those padded chairs, the carpet.
Even the way it was elevated was fantastic because the view behind the bride and the groom came
exactly.
really good.
That was the lesson taken home from that one. The view was to be used and abused of, and they wanted it in all their pictures. So what did we do? We elevated but kept the health and safety aspect in mind. We didn't want anyone falling down from that big roof. So we did it right. We hope you liked that one too. U wara xi ġmil. Damien, hello. L-ewwel lestgħu n-nies xogħolhom u mbagħad jiġi hekk fl-aħħar ħajjidher naqra. Għall-proset. Inti vera ħdimt llum u tbażwart li. Ġrejna, ma ħanajdilkom. Komdu. U wow, komdu taħdem ukoll. Għax għandek l-apert, għandek il-post, anke s-siġġijiet kien iżjed faċli għax użajna t-tapit. Jiġifieri, mhux issa ma niddiskutux kollox hawn. Aħna kemm niddikjaraw li lesti u vera proset.
Flip the Venue would like to thank
The 7th episode took us to a stunning countryside lodge. And in this lodge, we had Bjorn acting like a monkey on the scaffolding. I will never forget that tree and you on the scaffolding, Bjorn. You loved it.
Yes, ever moving me down.
Majlin u Becky qed jgħinu l-Antonella u l-Bjorn li qiegħed ġo siġra, letteralment ġo siġra. Bjorn xejjer li waħda. Hello! Him to the other side. Straight to the other side. Il-Bjorn illum ma jridx jinżel minn fuq il-pedestal tal-scaffolding, eh? Ejja, ħallestu, aġġel, inti jonqos.
That was a funny episode for us. We really enjoyed doing
It was very,
that one.
very, very
Entertaining.
hard and a lot of
Hard.
work, but
It's true.
entertaining wise was quite.
And yet it looked so simple when it was ready, and it took forever to do. In fact, that challenge.
Preparations for this work was.
Yes,
a
a lot.
lot.
And we did double the time when it wasn't a double episode. But it was a nice one, and we showed how simplicity can be used as well.
Get inside, outside, inside as well.
As well, with all those printouts, those beautiful photos that Frank had taken and Damien enlarged. That was a big job, huh?
Exactly.
But it looks so simple in the end. But everything is possible.
Oh wow, għanna l-prodott finali tal-lum. Ovvjament, da mhux id-debriefing, ġifir stennew naqrik taħat tarawna niddiskutu il-ħin, l-intoppi, x'namlu differenti iktar tard, imma l-importanti issa huwa li domna kważi 6 sigħat u l-effett huwa dan. Tajjeb, ħanħallukom u seguna naqra oħra ħalli taraw x'ġara u ma ġarax fl-aħħar.
The 8th episode took us to another stunning rooftop, and this time for a 40th birthday party. Black and gold, a male. That was original. It had
Very
the
nice.
textures. It had those original lights. The backdrop was
Very
stunning.
nice.
Our 9th episode takes me to a very, very nice venue. One of my favorite restaurants on the island. I simply love it. And we had a same-sex wedding there with those colors and the boho.
The boho.
I liked it a lot
The
inside.
colors were fantastic there as well.
Colors were fantastic. We were very original in that setup. We were lucky that the couple let us be original
Yes.
as well. They wanted something different and they allowed us to do it. It was a bit windy, but
Yes.
then the lights, the cone festoon in the evening looked absolutely magical. Our 10th episode took us back to the garden villa. And here we did a different setup for a dinner. We brought black into a wedding. You know how many people tell me, Bjorn, I'm always so scared of black. How did you manage? It looked magical. Because we themed it with those gorgeous colors. You remember the reds,
There's
the
oranges. The gold of
the gold of the cutlery
Cutleries.
and the setup and the piano arrangement.
and even like the way we set it up, the tables with the amphoras between, came really nice.
And even in the evening then, because sadly, you people at home don't see the actual event happening most of the time. In some episodes you did. But when the pianist started playing on the piano and the candles were lit, it was absolutely stunning.
Very nice.
Lesti l-aħħar xemat, illum bqajt manna sal-aħħar għax ovvjament meta jkollna l-effett tax-xemat u l-fjuri li jridu joħorġu. Fl-aħħar biex nlestu l-armar, inti tibqa' magħna sal-aħħar minuta. Mela, il-ħin huwa 2:12 minuta, ħan waqfuh għax aħna lesti u ħanulukom x'għamilna.
back to the Palazzo for the 11th episode. Luncheon, nice, easy, using what we had to work with, and those lemons, Amalfi
lemons.
feel. When I was inspired, remember, I came back from the Amalfi and I thought we need to do this.
It was really nice, fresh,
Fresh, easy.
ideal for luncheon in Palazzo.
Linens, it reminds me of linens, the clothing. I remember Sam talking about linens, and
Yes.
most of the guests came in linen.
True.
So that was a very nice, easy, something you can do at home.
Yes.
So who hasn't seen it, go back to episode number 11. You can do that in your garden in summer. Think about it, very easy to do.
Yes.
We had 4 episodes that set in particular venues was actually to show that they can look so different. Same place, totally different look.
Different events as well.
Different events, but the white wedding,
It was amazing.
another one of my top 5, huh? The ceremony was so nice.
The arch with the organ,
The chandeliers and the crystal, the arch. I think it looked perfect. The cake,
Okay.
exactly, elevated. A perfect white wedding.
Flip the Venue would like to thank
The 13th episode took us to the Valletta venue, where we had VIPs attending an opening of a 5-day trip, and we literally transformed the room to impress them, Bjorn.
We managed.
We managed. We were there. That was fun because
They
we were
impressed,
guests.
exactly, and they were like telling us, so we could have the feedbacks immediately
It's
about it.
true. Remember the wow factor? I remember Edgar mentioned during one of the episodes that his biggest satisfaction is the wow. When people, and we experienced it even more.
You stay in the entrance, the first thing to say here is wow.
Wow, those flowers. I call it the vomit, but it's not. But that feeling of flowers
This
coming.
is the name of the style they took now.
We decided to give it a different
I was
name.
speaking to a client, I told her, we do have vomit.
But that's between us supposedly,
Yes,
but everyone
everyone
knows
heard
now. But they were so beautiful, and even the touches of flowers on the tables. The fact that we had a stage in the middle that revolved, it was such fun. I danced on it in the evening, and that was our 13th episode. Our double episode 14 and 15 take us to the Palazzo, the ballroom, and the Maria
I must say that's my
Antonietta
favorite.
era. Yes.
That's my favorite.
I think so too, one of the top, but that structure in the middle, the gazebo in the middle. I must say over here a very big thank you to Adrian who made it happen.
Yes.
He produced it for us in, I don't know, a week or so. Miracle of miracles, Adrian. Thank you, għax minajrek ma konniex naslu, żgur dik il-gazebo. And also a big thank you even to everybody who helped. There was Edgar, this was one of our
Was
episodes.
his ideas at the end.
His idea,
Which,
no one-
when he told the gazebo in the palazzo, in that type of room, I said,
I know. First he wanted 5, but we got a compromise to 1. But I think the 1 worked even
yes,
better.
even to me, I think so.
A big thank you goes over here as well, because the details didn't come out so much in the flip, but even in the detail that the venue created in the menu. They literally created food items with a modern touch of the era of Maria Antonietta. We had a bruschetta bread with flowers. It was so original. And this is very important. Everything tied in on the day. The food, the entertainment, the string quartet dressed up in the era of Maria Antonietta. Thank you to those lovely musicians and talented musicians as well. That is, I think it is
No, it was my favorite.
one of the nicest episodes, double episodes ever. True. The 16th episode took us to the Garden Villa, but with a total change. Corporate event, Circus Tea. That was a fun
I was
one.
not there.
You weren't there at all?
I was sick.
Yeah, Vera, you were
But
sick.
I was following the photos.
But your people were there,
Yes,
remember?
they were
Antonella was
sending
there.
me photos all the time.
And the food
And the
was
food.
divine.
I
You
was
missed
missing the food.
You missed it. To the people watching us at home, he sent me a message. Was the food good? It was so colorful, so original, so different, and the corporate event went fantastically. So that was a very original flip. U hekk ġejna fit-tmiem tal-flip tal-lum, 3 sigħat u 38 minuta. Kien flip komplikat,
Sabiħ ħafna.
imma araw xi ġmiel. Mela dan huwa ir-riżultat ta' parti li se jsir il-lejla għall-kumpanija. It-tema kif għadna u rġajna għadna ċirku bit-tema anka Karnivellaska. Eżatt, u għaraw xi ġmiel, għaraw x'differenza jagħmlu il-bistro tables, l-imwejjet, mixawlin. Importanti taraw da dettall kollu li għaddej għaw għanna naqra mużika fil-background għaddejja wara l-candy floss. Eżatt, u l-popcorn għax daw se jinxtelu iktar tard biex in-nies igawduhom. Il-photo bootaw, DJ se jkun hemm fuq, jiġi arma dal-watt. U kif qed taraw id-dawl l-ikel u d-dettalji kollha ħarġu dar-riżultat sabiħ. Proset, Damien. Illum Bjorn ma tantx kellu xogħol fil-fatt ma rajni. U Antonella ġiet miskina tuħu ħsieb tagħmel ftit fih għax dejjem xorta nħobbu ndaħlu t-tema naqra tal-fjuri, però inti żbieħ. U inti kellek ħafna xogħol, kellek ħafna nies jaħdmu u proset. Our 17th episode took us to a hotel venue, but we went exactly next to the sea, and we showed how a huge area can be intimate, nice, and tailor-made for a civil ceremony, dinner, and party.
The
Colors in that episode. Colors, very happy. Colors make me happy, and I think they do that to a lot of people. So it's important always adapt the colors of the floral to what you like.
Exactly.
It's very important.
Reflects.
That was a nice one, and close to the sea in the sun. I felt very calm today. Illum hekk din l-atmosfera tal-baħar u qisek.
Tkelmak.
Tfakrek li wasalna biex nirrelaxjaw naqra fis-sajf suppost. Episode 18 and 19 take us back to corporate. Edgar's touch. Without Edgar's touch, we would not have achieved that beautiful look of the sky and the clouds which we wanted. Obviously, Damien's team, as usual, helped us make it happen, but we did do some miracles with the cloud making and balloons, and Janelle came to the rescue in an hour and helped us create them. But it was a very original event, and the networking worked perfect, because first people were talking about the surroundings, and the way we did the long tables, it was very good for networking. I will keep using that setup in the future. and final episode, just like the first one, was the same venue in Valletta, but this time we went on the roof. Lovely wedding, very natural, very simple, but fairy lights, hanging baubles,
flowers inside.
It was Becky's favorite. She keeps saying that's my favorite one.
I imagine her with that style.
Those baubles make a difference.
Yes.
You know?
And the best time to see them is in the evening when they reflect with the lights, with the fairy lights.
But we couldn't film in the evening because the people were there and they didn't want to be seen in the flip. So sometimes this happened to us. We couldn't show the whole look in the evening, but we worked with the furniture we had there. We worked around it and it worked very well. I liked that one as well.
Yes,
it was a nice happy ending to our series. Here we come to the end of the first ever series of Flip the Venue. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope to see you again. We don't know yet, but feel free to follow us. Keep following our socials because we will let you know where we will be showing the episodes again and again in the future.
Min għandi Sara Young u t-tim kollu.
Flip the Venue is proudly brought to you by Alberta and Diz Group. Flip the Venue would like to thank Alfie's Hair Salon for Sarah's hair and makeup, Elizabeth Frankie, Diz Group for Sarah's clothes, and Vortex for Bjorn and Damien's clothes.